Hello, and welcome to SCRL Season 2, Round 4 of Div 3 here around the Baku streets in Azerbaijan. Obviously, it's going to be the full qualifying format. We've got 15 drivers in, so no matter what, I think we're going to have a few drivers joining mid-session through Q1, but no matter what, we're going to see almost all drivers getting through into the Q2 session. Obviously, with the full qualifying format, it will take around 50 minutes to complete before we head into the race. But as all the drivers are now on their out laps, I think the first person to actually be setting their lap is going to be the Alpine of Picante. I'm just going to say Losos because I don't know how to pronounce that first one. But anyway, got a big train here actually. There's going to be a lot of dirty air. I'm not sure, maybe some drivers are taking a second lap, but anyway, we're watching Losos here. He's coming through turn 1, goes a little bit wide, not what he would have been wanting, and like I say, Div 3, it's one of our 3 divisions in SCRL. If you would like to join, we have many socials where you can find the links. Unfortunately, not on here on the YouTube. We have it on TikTok and Instagram, and also our Twitter, so make sure to go follow them. But yeah, anyway, so the Alpine here, he looks to me that he's struggling a bit through these corners. He's as you can see, he's kind of like, what's the word? He's kind of like, oh, I forgot the word. But anyway, coming up into Carter Corner now, a very tricky corner. I think we're going to see a few crashes here. This session, you can easily hit the wall like Charles Leclerc did in 2019. In the real life Formula 1. Here you can easily invalidate if you go too wide. I've done it many times myself. Now coming up into the penultimate braking corner on this track, you want to take a little bit of curb, maybe a little bit more than he did there, but you know, it's just bankers, so the track is not going to be fully evolved yet. Anyway, now coming on to the first few right, left, right corners, coming up onto the main straight. This main straight is about 1.4 kilometers long, so there's going to be a lot of DRS trains, I would say, here today in the race itself. But now he's got his DRS wide open. He's going to come across the line and set a 1:43.8. Not the quickest lap we're going to see here, I would say. There's a few drivers also setting their laps, as Elite Shots goes fastest with a 1:42.5. David Dodo, he's coming across the line. He's going to set a 1:43.6. That's going to put him in P1. The both the Haas cars are pitting, so I'm not sure what happened on their laps. The McLaren now of Farah Lab is coming to the DRS zone now. He's got his DRS wide open. He's going to drive as quick as he can to the line. What is he going to set when he comes to the line? He's going to set a 1:41.5. A brilliant lap from the McLaren driver there, almost a second apart from the Ferrari reserve driver there, as Max also goes into P3. Good lap from him. We've got a spinner. I think this is another reserve, Ferrari reserve. He spun through that corner. You'll probably see that a little bit. People touching the curb too much. David Dodo, is he on another flying lap? I don't know. We'll have to see as the AlphaTauri lets him by, and he also lets by the Alpine. I think the Alpine and the thingy are on a. Oh, I done that wrong. Sorry for that interruption to everyone. I had something going on. But as I was gone, I saw that same queue in the Mercedes. He moved to Div 3 earlier this week, and he has definitely proven himself so far. He's got a 40.8. He's in P1 at the moment. He's definitely going to be happy with that lap, as I know also the Aston Martin of Azevedo. I'm just going to call him Emmanuel because that's what I know him as. He's in Pre-3. He's also going to want to improve. He's not far behind P2 at the moment though, so he's definitely wanting to improve his lap. Jake is on his lap. He's gone very deep. He's had to brake really heavily as there's a tyre on the wall. We've got a few DNFs in this session as well. We've got 4 DNFs already in Q1. So actually, all these drivers on lap now, they don't have to set another lap. They can just retire in the pits if they really wanted to. But Elite Shots has come to start his lap. I'm going to see who is going to be finishing the lap in a second now. King Italian will not be, is the Alpine. He's going to be finishing his lap. He's looking to be pretty quick. He's put himself up into P8 with a 42.7. That's a good lap from the Alpine driver there. The Haas car of Jake is also pitting. And so is the Alfa Romeo. So everyone is pitting just to go into pits, change their tyres, maybe alter their setups a little bit. Is that the McLaren of Farah? It is. He's going to be starting his lap, and I think Dylan Sinton, yes, Dylan Sinton is probably going to be coming into the pits. Chaos Druid, is he starting his lap? He no, he is going to be boxing. Emmanuel is going to be starting his lap. I'll tell you what, we'll ride on board with him. See how he's taking his lines. No, he's going to be pitting as well. So everyone is pitting. Is Clutch Jonas pitting? Clutch Jonas is pitting as there's contact. There's contact between the two drivers coming into the pits. That is all Clutch Jonas' fault. Yeah, he got a 5 place grid penalty. I'm going to check the warnings to see if Emmanuel got a penalty as well, because that would have not been fair on Emmanuel whatsoever. Grid penalty. Grid. Nope. So he hasn't got the grid penalty. Fortunately for the Aston Martin driver. Senkyu is looking pretty dominant at the moment, if you ask me, as Faralab is a 10th, almost 2 tenths up on his time through the first sector. Is he going to be able to improve through the second sector? He had a little bit of a slide coming out of the final corner of Castle Corner. Touched the wall a little bit there, that's going to lose him some time, but that corner looked to be pretty good as he's coming up to the final heavy braking zone now. Get as wide as you can and get a really good entrance, and yeah, it's been pretty good so far for him through the second sector. I didn't actually manage to see how much he was up on during his lap. It looks to be pretty slidey through there. Maybe he's pushing his limits as much as he can. He's looking to be a pretty good lap so far. What time can the McLaren driver set? As he's got his DRS wide open now. He's coming up to the pits. He's also coming up to the finish line, and he's going to set a 1:42.7. So he actually lost 9 tenths through that second and third sector, so I'm not sure what happened to him there. I'm just going to check the comments in here real quickly. This will be mad. I didn't have the best lap. Yes, come on, has. Yeah, the race is going to be very interesting. Oh, Max has gone fastest in the first sector. He's had a brilliant first sector, if you ask me. Hold on a minute, guys. I'll ride on board with Max, but yeah. So Max did put himself up into P2 on his lap. The Aston Martin driver in P4, he's going to be wanting to start his lap as soon as possible so he can get round. He's definitely going to have enough time if he makes a mistake to back off. Obviously, tyre temps are really high around here, especially through the second sector and the third sector. They get really hot, which means you'll get a lot of tyre wear. So tyre wear, you can probably last around 6 laps on the soft compound tyres before they start really dying out. But Elite Shots is coming to the line now. He's backed off. He's gonna try to get in the pits, change his set of tyres maybe. He's on 3 lap old tyres, so they're definitely gone. Dylan Sinton now, he's coming onto his lap. The Red Bull, I think Max, he's probably going to be pitting. He's probably comfortable in P2. David Dodo, he's also probably going to be starting his lap. He's not going to have enough time to box, so he's definitely going to have to want to start his lap now. Chaos Druid also on his out lap. Both the Hasses are also on their out laps. I'm not sure, is Jake on his lap? No, Jake is not on his lap, so he's going to be starting his lap very soon. Not many drivers out. I think most of them know that they are through into the Q2 session. If I was them, I would have retired ages ago, but maybe they just want to get some practice in for the Q2 session. So the Aston Martin driver, he's on a pretty solid lap on at this specific moment in time. He's taken that curb. I told him in the Discord chat to take a lot of curb there, and he's doing it well. Impressed me there. But let's see what time he can set. He was 2 tenths up through the first sector. Is he up on his time now? We've seen a lot of drivers sliding through that corner there, as it's very quick. But he's going to come with his DRS wide open now. What time is he going to be able to set? He's looking to be pretty solid so far. I don't think he's going to go first. Is he going to put himself up in the top 3? No. He's going to stay in P4 with it. He's 3 tenths down. So a lot of drivers losing time through the final sector. Dylan Sinton was 5 tenths up on his time, and he went into the wall. That's definitely lost him all of his time there. Definitely got no front wing. We'll have to check. Yeah, look, he's definitely got damage on his front wing. He's still going to come across the line and go into P6. So pretty solid lap from the Alpine driver there. Okay, it's me, Ronnie. What a lap from Chaos Druid there with a 1:43.4. But that will be it for your Q1 session. Obviously next session will be I think it's 14 minutes long. I'm not too sure, we'll have to check when the timer is there, but that is it. So going into the Q2 session, your top three are Senku in the Mercedes, Max the Reserve in the Red Bull, and Faralab in P3. I just need to make a call real quick. I'll be back before the Q2 session. Okay. So we are now into the Q2 session here around Azerbaijan, the Baku streets. If you want to be Pacific, I've got a few drivers who are looking pretty solid so far, I have to say. I know Emmanuel, who is in the Aston Martin, the McLaren of Faralab, Senku and Max are all looking pretty strong. I feel like they're probably going to be the people fighting for pole position here. It's just down to who can really just set their lap and have a really strong lap. But as now all the drivers are coming onto the outlaps, I think it is Jake. He is going to be first to set his lap if he doesn't crash, of course, on his outlap, which you do not want to be doing. Hopefully he can change something here, maybe shock the grid with a really good time. We'll have to see. Who knows, there could be a driver who just didn't perform well in Q1 but is going to perform well in Q2. We'll have to see, maybe even Q3. I'm just going to answer a message from the commentator who is meant to be commentating today. So we are going to get a co-commentator here for this race, as it's as he was meant to be joining but he completely forgot. So while they're just gone on their outlaps and starting their laps, I'm just going to invite the co-commentator to this party and to the lobby, if you may. So sorry for the blue screen. Because it would just be easier for me, to be honest, to commentate, because I can have breaks. But yeah, so I'm just going to invite him to the lobby as well. Oh shit. So here he is, everyone. Here is your co-commentator for today. He goes by the name of Sway. Please say hi when you can. He's probably just getting his mic sorted at the moment, everyone.
Hello everyone, happy to be here. How's it been going?
Yeah, all good, all good. So I sent you an invite to the lobby. If you can join, if not, yeah, you have joined. Cool, cool, cool.
Yep, you know. Let me have a look at these Q1 times. Who's been going quickest?
It was Senku, but not by much, not by much. And then P3 and P4 are looking really close as well. So there's about 4 people in the fight.
It's going to be interesting for Q2, very interesting. Will we see mix up in strategies, maybe someone going for mediums, who knows, we'll see.
Yeah, well, I mean, tyre wear is very high around here, so I wouldn't be surprised if we see people doing the 2-stop. But obviously, safety cars can mess up people's strategy, so we'll have to see. As Jake goes fast with 1:41.8, that's a brilliant lap from the Haas driver there as his banker in this Q2 session, as David Dodo beats him by around 5 tenths.
It's very good times to be setting for just banker times, very good, but still quicker to go.
The Aston Martin now, he's also going to be setting his time on the medium compound tyres. He's going to do a 1:42.3, so considering that on the medium compound tyres, that's a pretty good time. But Chaos Druid is also coming behind him. He's put himself in P4 with a 1:42.9.
1:54 from the Haas driver. Will he be warming up his tyres again? And we have a fastest lap, 1:41.4 from the Red Bull, setting it on the soft tyre.
I think we're going to see some pretty quicker times than that, as we saw in Q1 into the 1:40.8. So maybe we'll see quicker times than that. We'll have to see.
Yeah, look, there we go. Already quicker than Q1 times.
A brilliant lap from the Ferrari driver.
1:40.7.
He's going to be proud of that one.
For his first lap as well, that's really good.
Yeah.
Really...
If you don't know what to the stream, if you don't know what the disadvantage is with the first laps, basically you have no delta and the track just isn't warmed up to temp as it should be further through this session. So you'll have no delta, which means you won't know how if you're quickest in the sectors, and you won't know if you're up or down on your time, because it's your first time in the session.
Well said.
So all the drivers have set times, but only 10 drivers have actually set competitive times. Maybe you could argue only 9 drivers have actually set competitive times, but I'm surprised that some people are going on the mediums. Maybe they're just going on the mediums for the bankers. What do you think?
I mean, yeah, they could be. I think if they don't feel like they have the pace or grip with the medium, then I'd definitely switch it up. But you never know, safety car could really ruin them or make them.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's definitely inevitable, but I mean, sometimes people do just like to go out on the mediums just for a banker in Q2, just to save that extra tyre, especially when it's a track like this where the tyre wear is very high.
Well, if they feel like they can get through to Q3, then definitely go on the medium. You'll have the upper hand in the race.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's definitely very likely that there will be a safety car. Obviously, Baku streets, very, very tight corners, especially the first 3 corners, all heavy braking zone. So you want to be super clean, only going 2 wide really, never make it 3 wide through these corners.
Yeah, especially no dive bombing really, that could really muck a lot of people up. You've got to be stable on the brakes and be cautious of your surroundings.
I said, oh, Senku goes fast with a 1:40.5. He was fast in the Q1 session, and he's definitely proven himself. The newer Div 3 driver, and he's definitely going to be very happy with that.
That is a split, you know, the fact that he's at the moment provisionally gone P1 in, Q1, P2, Q2, that is very good from him. Most laps than everyone else though.
Yeah, well, a lot of people are in the pits, but some people are coming out. In Q2, I really like to set around only around 2 laps because you know, you need to save that extra set. Obviously, if you get into Q3, you will get an extra set of tyres, but you still want 2 sets to set really competitive lap times. It's interesting to see some drivers have actually chosen the mediums now to go out on. So, are we going to see some odd strategy calls, do you reckon?
I reckon it's all to play for. You know, the new people that have gone on mediums are in the top 5, I believe. So they definitely have the pace, but can they put it on the medium?
Sorry, my controller's died. Hold on a minute. Right, there we go. So, yeah, I have to agree with that one. Some drivers, so you got 0 lap hold medium runners, and then you got 2 lap hold medium runners. But Dylan Sinton now, he's coming to the line. He's going to set a 1:41.4. He's going to stay in P6, but he's gone almost 5 tenths quicker that lap round. So are the medium tyres just getting up to their maximum performance level?
I mean, just looking at it, they definitely have been shaving temps and temps off. But it'd be interesting to see when and a lot more people are putting on mediums. The Haas driver now sticking on a pair of mediums. It's all up for grabs.
Well, I think we definitely are going to see some people trying to get through into this Q3 session. Obviously, Q3, last qualifying session, everyone's going to be fighting as hard as they can for pole. If I was the people who don't feel too confident, I would stick to the soft compound tyres and only have the... Obviously, we don't know how many things they had, but...
I think the Haas has spun it, maybe, on his way out.
Oh, really? Hold on a second. Can you just take over for a minute?
Yeah, on new mediums, it looks like the Haas has had a spin on his outlap. That's not good for the tyres, as they are going to be scorching hot now. Especially if starting a race on, you do not want to have many spins on them. As we have the Aston Martin retiring from the session in P10 on the medium. Could that be a weird strategy we're seeing, oil? Not much action going on, but we can see this Alpine SN1. Not sure if you guys can see it, but the Alpine, don't know what he's doing. I think he's coming into the pits. The Alfa Romeo is definitely on a lap. Flat out through there, don't want to lose too much tyre in sector 3. Then you go into second gear. Here he goes. Bit slow on the exit, but and he slows down again. Not happy with his time, maybe? Or letting a faster car by. The Haas driver are going to come round and they're going to get very tight there together. Does he just use it for the slipstream? No, he doesn't. But that's both Haas and Alfa Romeo coming into the pits. Indeed it is. Anyone on a flyer lap, I'm just going to kind of flick through. I believe the McLaren is on a flyer lap. Nope, I think he's just about to start one. I think everyone's just trying to get their tyres into maximum working range to go and have a flyer lap. Scuffing the wall a bit there. That will cost him. Scuffing it again. I don't know what he's up to. Into the pits again. Not many cars out, but we do see the Haas and the Alfa Romeo coming out. They're going to be on their outlaps. 10Q still fastest though, with about 2/10 margin to everyone else. He'll be chilling knowing that he is at the moment P1 in both qualies. As the Aston Martin person is in chat. Let's start P10. I think that might have been a strategical retirement. Let's see though, is he just trying to avoid a contact, play it safe on the mediums? Who knows? Into castle section, Haas very nearly scrapes the wall but keeps it clean. This is definitely going to be a quick time from the Haas if he is pushing it. I think that's an automatic though. Oh, just scraping the wall. That will cost him. Leaving no margin out there on the track. Sensational. And across the line. Takes off 4 seconds, but still is 2 seconds off the... Ooh! That's not good. Hits the wall. Doesn't look like there's damage.
Oh, sorry, I'm back. I've just seen the McLaren of Farrell hit the wall he spun. I've seen a few drivers do that coming onto the main straight. You know, the few, like the right, left, right corners.
Yeah, I just thought that he has to do that as well.
Oh, really?
They are really giving themselves centimetres out there.
Well, I mean, these drivers are going to be pushing the limits through the Baku streets, but, I mean... definitely going to see some drivers struggling. I'm going to run you through the standings at the moment in Division 2 and run you through the top 5 because it's quite close actually.
Oh, hit through castle section of Haas.
Oh,
just
really?
scraping the wing. Is damage on? Because I swear they've hit the wall so many times in that second.
No, damage is on. I think it's on reduced just because it's Div 3.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, yeah, so for the top 5 in the standings at the moment is Turja Kepa is in P1 at the moment with 51 points, so he's taken the most points so far in this league. Behind him, Chaos Stura, the Alfa Romeo driver. In P3 we've got Jonas. In P4 we've got Dylan Stinton, the Alpine driver. He's been here since the start of this league when it was called SQRL, and we got a reserve called Trucks. He's in P5, so he's definitely improving himself in this division. But anyway, as we're coming to the final part of the session now, that's going to be it for your qualifying session, as King Italian can improve on his lap time.
I don't think the Red Bull's improving either. Just going to go check up on the other Haas maybe.
So
does he look like he's going to improve?
No.
Again, doesn't look like it.
Seen quite a few drivers back off through those last few corners, haven't we? Oh.
I think we might see some action from the Alfa Romeo possibly.
Yeah,
and it looks like it.
Yeah, sorry, I went, oh, sorry to interrupt, I went, oh, because he went fast in Sector 2.
That's fine, could we see a good lap? He's looking on for a very good 140.
So he's coming to the line now, he's going to have his DRS wide open. What time is he going to set? He's going to set a 141.1.
140.
That's going to put him in P5. That's a pretty good lap, isn't it?
Shaved off about 2/10 from his time, showing that the mediums do have pace. It is nice though to see the Red Bull on the mediums up in P2.
Yeah, definitely. I think, is that Max in the Red Bull?
Yes it is.
Yeah, so in Q1 we had Max and Milo in P1 and P2 also. So is that going to be the battle for pole, do you reckon?
It's definitely all up for grabs, you know. They're 0.111. That is very close, very close. That's like a blink away from each other.
Yeah, well, I think it was around the same. Oh, Max, hold on a minute. Max is on the medium compound tyre.
Indeed, it's the start between them two. If they both get P1 and P2 through Q3, that is definitely going to leave us an exciting race to watch.
Absolutely, yeah. Like you said earlier, when you joined the stream, you said strategies are very, very important around this track. Obviously, you can easily get undercut because, you know, if you make a mistake, if you make a mistake on your lap, I found it round Azerbaijan, you're unsteady for the next few laps, because you kind of just are a lot more cautious. Obviously you find it with all tracks, but especially around the street circuits like Azerbaijan, the very tight street circuits, you definitely do get a bit more nervous.
You definitely feel pressure on your shoulders when, you know, you scuff up. You've got to keep it clean for the others. You know, you might have a pacey car behind you. It's definitely down to a mind game at Azerbaijan, more to skill.
Yeah, I have
As
to 100% agree
Q3
with
is
you.
started, here we go, 12 minutes of the best, really.
Yeah, the best of the best in this division, you could argue. So yeah, definitely, 100%
As we're
agree
seeing,
with you.
I think that's an Alfa Romeo coming out. Nope, Haas driver coming out to start the first lap of Q3. Gonna watch him on his outlap.
So I just want to say it's going to be interesting, because I think some of these drivers have used 3 sets of tyres already, so they're only going to have 1 set really if they have used 3 sets of soft compound tyres. Because obviously when you get into Q3 you get an extra set of soft compound tyres. But yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting to see who has the extra set of softs, because that will affect everything on when it comes to your final runs.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm not seeing much tyre warmth from the Haas. It looks like he's just going on a mini lap, to be honest.
Yeah, well, I mean,
him trying to do swerving or.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt. I thought you were finished talking. Sorry about that one. But I think, I mean, through sector 2 and sector 3, your tyres do get overly hot anyway. So I think the drivers don't really worry about that too much, especially early on that outlaps. But I'm just going to check the comments, as some people are saying that there's no grip. So that's definitely interesting. But yeah.
That will play a big part in today's race. Big part. So here we go, the first lap just about to be started as he's on the back straight. A Haas at JSFC 10.
If you want to run him through this lap, you're more than welcome to do so.
Yes, I'll take that pleasure. As here we go, DRS opened, 8th gear. What's he going to top? I think he's going to top about 325 kph. Yes, he does. Banks it left, 3rd gear. Scuffing the wall a bit there. See if Ferrari letting the Haas by. DRS open for the 2nd time this lap. I'm going to try and straight line it as much as you can, not touch your steering wheel to maximise your speed. Round he goes, just want to tap the curb there. Lovely from this Haas driver. 7th gear, drops it straight down to 2nd. Through there, and it's a flat out through there. You're going to cut as much of this corner as you can without getting... Oh, a bit of a squibble from the rear there, just losing the rear. Could that be sign of no grip? Keeps it clean through castle section. Very nice lap we're seeing here. Lovely, gets up to 8th gear, 300 kph.
Ooh.
Scraping the wall there. Well, a bit more than a scrape, bit more of a knock. Love, you want to try to keep it as clean as you can through here. I think a 140.7 will do to get you a decent place. Here we go, DRS open for the 3rd and final time this lap. Crosses the line, as that's a 141.7. We'll definitely see quicker times, and not even in the lower half of the 141s.
Yeah, so Devadodo in the Alfa Romeo, is he going to go quicker here? He is. He's going to set a 140.9. That's a brilliant banker in the Q3 session for the Alfa Romeo driver.
And the McLaren set a 140.5.
Oh wow,
That was
so
lovely
definitely.
from the McLaren driver. Definitely seeing some 142.6 from the Alfa Romeo, not looking good for him. The other McLaren driver setting a 142.5.
So
Ferrell is, sorry, you speak.
Oh no, you go ahead.
Ferrell is 2 seconds quicker than his teammate. That could be a big problem, so they can't do many strategies with each other.
So I have to say, I've seen a lot of drivers really pushing their limits here. So what do you reckon? People are still trying to find as much time as they can, or do you reckon it's just them breaking too?
Senki's just about to do his lap.
Oh.
What will he set? He sets a 139.9.
What?
That is an amazing time around Baku.
What a time from the Mercedes driver there. We were not expecting that. We were expecting the low 140s, but no, he shocked the whole grid there. It's just down to the other drivers, especially Max Gardner, to chase him down. But I'm looking at the Haas car now. He's not going to be setting a proper lap time, and neither is David Dodo, I don't think. They're probably both going to be boxing, as you don't really want to go for another lap. No, Jake is going to be going for another lap. He feels he can set a better time here.
I think he does shave a bit off, but I'm just going to flip to Max, as Max is in the wall with no wing. Max is binned at castle section. That is not good for the Red Bull driver.
He's going to want to get round in time.
He's going to want to get in, get some new tyres on, get a new wing repaired, and straight back out for his lap. As you can see, them tyres, they are not helping him out, as they must be 1,000 degrees.
Yeah, definitely, really, yeah.
Hits it again.
Got no front wing. He's just going to want to keep it careful. He's broken really heavily. He's out.
Oh, he's out the session. He really should have taken it more cautious through there, but that is the Red Bull out of the session. Senki Parsons says thank you very much.
Senki is definitely going to be happy with that, as we saw it. They were both very close through the both Q1 and Q2. So Senki, this is basically giving Senki a free pass at pole here. But obviously we haven't seen all drivers set their quickest laps yet. But Max, I'm not sure why he broke so late. That was just inevitable that he was going to crash.
He took that corner like he has a wing, you know. He definitely should have taken it more cautious, you know. It's not about... He has the time to get round quick enough and get a new wing, but he must have had other ideas, as we're still yet to see a time from the Alpine. I think he's on his lap right now, setting a 35 through sector 2, keep it clean through Castle section.
That looked pretty solid through Castle section, if you ask me. But he's coming to the end of sector 2, and he's touched the wall. That's going to lose him at least almost a tenth, I would say. We've seen a lot of drivers doing that, just touching the walls, and he's touched it again. They're just pushing their limits as much as they can. He says it's faster than he's the fastest in sector 2. I'm not too sure if that is correct or if that is a game bug, but he's coming round the very slippy final few corners now. What time is he going to set?
He looks like he has loads of time out there. He's just trying to use a slipstream of the Ferrari and comes off into their pits.
Now the question is, does he have another set of soft compound tyres to set a better lap time?
We don't know, you have to ask the engineers on that one, but just watching the Haas go round after setting his time. Just like low fuel mode, whether that's a bug or true. But he has got low fuel mode on. Oh,
he probably went for a low fuel run then.
He has gone for 3 laps now. Oh, and bins it! There's a McLaren, that's just blocked the McLaren. He can't get through, there we go, ghosted. But you have to be careful with his tyres there. Not to get a puncture, but the Haas on a slow lap bins it through Castle.
Well, we've seen 2 drivers do that now. In the Q3 session, we didn't see anyone do it in the Q1 or Q2 session. That's really interesting. People are just pushing and pushing and pushing, and they just keep spinning and crashing and just kissing the walls. Sorry for stuttering. But yeah, just a quick one, by the way, as all the drivers are coming out on their outlaps, so not much to talk about. After the race, we'll probably be doing end of race interviews if you are wanting to do that.
I'm up for it, whether we'll have some drivers to do it. We'll have to see.
Well, it'll be the well, we'll try and see if the podium sitters want to come into the party.
Definitely be a fight. Very interesting as McLaren just starting his lap now. Like I said earlier, 2 seconds off his teammate. He's definitely going to want to close that margin down. That'd be very embarrassing.
So, what is your predictions for this? Obviously, still a lot to play for, but what is your predictions for this Q3 final few minutes?
I think the Alfa Romeo will definitely snatch third off the Ferrari. He looks like he has loads of pace out of there and was very unlucky to not go quicker in the actual time. As I think he's just about to cross the line and start his lap. Yes, he is. And Senku, I think he secured pole. Like, nobody else has gone near him. I think that he's definitely got a lot of pace and pole's his.
Well, just something real quick. The Ferrari reserve has not come out of the pit, so he will not be able to set a lap time. I'm not sure if he had to go somewhere or not. So this is definitely playing into David Dodo's hands. Are we going to see Clutch Jonas, maybe even the Kev Shrewd? Who knows? We haven't seen Dylan Sinton set a time yet here.
That's Ferrari retiring from the session, and Alfa Romeo scraping the wall, giving a bit of a knock, pushing it all and just costing out some time, a bit of a squabble, losing the rear there. Not good. Now he's going to want to keep it clean for the other section.
Both
again, losing the rear again.
Sorry about that. Sorry.
That's fine. Losing the rear again. There's definitely no grip out there like they were complaining about. But that's his time gone, and that'll probably be the Ferrari keeping his P3. Need I to say on the mediums? The Ferrari on the mediums setting that time.
Definitely. What's it? Definitely unfortunate from the Alfa Romeo driver there, as it looks to me that he's backed off. But both Alfa Romeo drivers are down on their lap time, so they're probably not going to be improving. As Clutch Jonas has pitted, Dylan Sinton, we're going to have to see what he does. Oh, he's touched the curb. He's definitely got front wing damage, I would have imagined. No, he hasn't, but he's still going. He's pushing it. He's literally going millimeters. He's extending a lot through this. If you haven't checked the steward notes in the Discord, please go and check that, as there are a few places that we are watching today in this race, see if people are extending. But Faralev now, he's coming up to the final part. Oh, he's going to lose a lot of time. He almost touched the curb. Is he? No, I think that is Senku on pole position.
Well, it's all down to this McLaren. Can he knock him off? I don't think he will. It's all to play for. No, he can't. That's going to be a very slow lap for him. 1.6 seconds off.
So that
and there we go,
is
Q3
it.
Complete the race next. Do not leave us. It's just getting to the exciting part.
So that is it for your Q3 session. Your pole sitter here is the co-owner in this league of SCRL, Senku, with a 1:39.9, 6/10 off of P2 here. What a lap from the Mercedes AMG Petronas driver there on the soft compound tyres. P3 we've got Young starting on, he's not starting on the medium compound tyres. He did not manage to set a lap time on the soft compound tyres. But when we are doing the formation lap, if you want to run through the grid and what tyres everyone is on, please feel free.
Yeah, I'll definitely be doing that towards the end of the formation lap. I just want to see everyone's getaways, you know. Are they going to look, you know, confident, or are they just, you know, trying to keep their tyre percentages down?
I'm just going to quickly go run and get some water, as my mouth is getting really dry while we're loading into the session, by the way.
That's completely fine. Hang on a minute. I'm in a bloody Williams. What's going on here? Um. Yeah, I'm in a Williams.
Yeah, apparently I'm racing, so
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna bin it. Hold on.
no,
There's
because
damage on.
there's no damage on formation lap, is there?
Alright then, well I guess we're gonna get some nice shots of the drivers as we're just getting a little taste of what it's gonna be like around Baku. Just completely, you know, what we wanted.
Yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do on the start. I'm honestly, we're gonna have to do the first few corners, and then on the you know where we're coming through now, we're just gonna have to let them all by here, okay?
Yeah.
Unless we can retire when lights are coming out, but we probably will not be able to do that. So
we need to do it like if you jump the start.
Actually,
and then
I'm gonna quit and join again. If you
okay, I'm gonna do the
if you
method, so just in case you can't join them, we actually have some commentary.
Yeah, of course, yeah. So hopefully I will be able to join.
I'm just gonna try and let this guy by, but it was disconnected.
Hopefully I will be able to rejoin here. If you want to do the same also, if it does work. But yeah.
I think I'll be able to. Oh man, I'm having a lot of cars disqualified.
Yeah, please do quit to the main menu and use the invite I sent you earlier.
Yeah, we'll do now.
Cheers, thank you very much, thank you very much. So I'll do lights out and I'll quickly run through the grid if you do not have time, by the way.
Yeah, you can do that quickly.
Alright, well I'm loading now. Am I in? I am in. Okay, cool. So we've got a few drivers who have been disqualified from the session, but the people starting on the medium compound tyres are Dylan Sinton, MP4, CTL Ninja, MP12,
let's go! What a quali!
David Dodo, Max Gardner, Emmanuel, and King Italian, and then the rest are on softs. Ragnar Pro is on the hard compound tyres. He's looking to go as long as possible. But anyway, as all the drivers are now coming up to their grid positions, I am going to be doing lights out. So please stick and stay tuned for this session.
Let's go.
Right,
just
cool.
Everyone regroup now. Very good, as we're seeing a lot of drivers disqualified.
Right.
I'll leave it down to you to do lights out.
Yeah, thank you very much.
I'll give you the honour.
Thank you very much. So, all the drivers here coming up to their grid positions. Are we going to see any crashes through turn 1, turn 2, turn 3, potentially even turn 4, or you know, anywhere in the lap? Anywhere you can crash. But am I? Oh my god.
Oh my god! Wait, what?
I don't even know.
Hold on. Oh no.
All right. Well, it's lights out and away we go. And
lights out and away we go now. Good start from SenQ. I think. I'm sure I can't really see. I'm right at the back.
Yeah, SenQ is
like
still in the front.
Kept it clean-ish. Very grouped up. But SenQ's under pressure from the Ferrari.
There we go. Sorry for that.
Oh my god!
Big crash. Or...
Aston Martin and the Haas spinning it. That's not good for them.
And the McLaren also, but anyway, as we come here, David Dodo still in P4, Young up into P2, Dylan Stinton gone down 3 positions there, as Emmanuel has gone up 5 positions. What a start from him. The Chaos Drew stays in P8, Max stays in P9, Elite Shots is in P11 now, as Ragnar Pro is down into P14. He didn't have a great start on those hard compound tyres. SenQ is still in front at the moment, but he's getting a lot of pressure from the Ferrari driver, as the McLaren driver of Pharrell is trying to catch up to him. There's a little bit of position change in here from P5 and P6.
I could never be able to sort that fast, but anyway, moving on. Yes, and Q. Oh, the McLaren, has he bottled it fully? No, he doesn't. He keeps it. Just a little bit. Wow, they are really pushing it. The McLaren looks very unstable out there. Looks like it needs a bit more downforce, under pressure from the Alfa Romeo, and we look like we're having a Haas out of the session, maybe.
Yeah, that is, I think that is a full course safety car, as it is double waved yellow flags. So that is going to be a full course safety car. It does not say actually for me. I think that's just a glitch in the game itself.
Yeah, but I've got a just yellow, but we'll have to wait and see. on what the final decision will be. I mean, it looks like they kept it clean and there wasn't much, you know.
Yeah.
But as a Ferrari, I mean, gaining loads on that straight. Started off at about 8 tenths, now down to the 4 tenths. That's amazing. All of that the Mercedes just worked off, gained back on the straight. Not good. We're still seeing that yellow flags waved.
So there's a little bit of confusion. Sorry for that on the race start. We're not going to be able to use that for any TikTok edits. Unfortunately, that was one of my main concerns, to be honest.
It's fine. We'll just nail the other one today.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Anyway, so it was a virtual safety car, and I didn't actually see it go green. But I have to say that it wasn't a brilliant start for Dylan Sinton. He was starting in P4 and...
and the McLaren has binned it! That is wing damage for the McLaren!
And he resetted the track. Oh, I'm going to have to give him a... Oh, dang it. Right.
Looks like that's on turn 5 as well. Not good, not good.
If we have a look at both the front two runners here, Young is just putting Senku under so much pressure here. Are Senku's tyres just overheating, or are they just not playing into effect as he was? As Young is actually going to look for a move down the inside here.
Ambitious, goes down, does he keep it clean, forcing the Mercedes wide, but nonetheless gets P1. That was a sensational overtake.
That's lost Senku a lot of time. It's David Dodo up into P3 now. He's going to be chasing Senku, both on around 90% ERS, almost full ERS. David Dodo's got a brilliant run on Senku here. He's going to be draining his ERS to make a move. Is he going to be going side by side through turn 1? We'll have to see. We're going to go into the broadcast cam here now. They're going side by side. Is David going to be looking for a move around the outside of the Mercedes driver here? No, he can't. He's not going to be able to. There is a little bit of contact.
The rear.
Yeah, there's a little bit of contact there.
Virtual safety car.
Oh, wow.
Not quite sure what's happened.
Probably just some debris.
I think there might have been a very big scuffle up outside the pits, looks like.
Oh yeah, Max has no front wing, as he's chosen to go onto the hard compound tyres. They probably will last, but it's going to be very, very tight.
Wait, if you pit onto the McLaren being held up by his teammate, that's going to lose him out on a lot of time. Drive-through penalty for King Italian, speeding under the virtual safety car. That's lost him a lot of time.
Alper, I'm going to check the position change actually.
Green flag.
Oh, yep, right. So green flag, we're racing here in Baku again after the virtual safety cars. There's some moves being made in the midfield.
McLaren overtake the Alfa Romeo. Are they going to fight back? What will be the outcome? And it looks like the McLaren has got the position in P13.
So Young is now a second and a half away from Senku, as Jake and David Dodo are both battling it out here. Jake did get the better of David Dodo. He had a better run. Obviously, David is on the medium compound tyres. What's happened to Chaos Druid? I didn't even see him pit, but he's pitted. I think he gambled and went onto a new set. Oh, there's yellows in sector 2. Is that going to be
the Alpha Tauri driver of? Yeah, he's been. Looks like he's got no right side of the wing. Not good for the Alpha Tauri. Look, he was running in the points, I believe. All of that's going to be thrown away though.
Also, the Aston Martin of LJ12 has binned it.
Virtual safety car.
Wow, a lot of virtual safety cars. I'm going to check the safety cars actually on here because I've.
I think it would be on reduced. So no, full on safety car.
Oh yeah, okay. So this is a full course safety car on lap 4 here.
How many people we see pit as we see Pike and Denise pissing? David Dodo pissing.
Oh wow.
Oh no! He has no wing. David Dodo has somehow lost his wing whilst we're watching some of the people at the back.
Oh wow, we did not see that happen. As we have one DNF here in this session, obviously myself and CTL Ninja, or well known as Sway, unfortunately did start on the grid, but so that they aren't real disqualifications. Ragnar Pro, he's in P6 on the hard compound tyres. He didn't have the best start, but he's definitely making it up now as people are pitting. He will still have to pit in this session, obviously, but Is this going to help him out?
Can I point something out? Devitt Dodo has pitted onto the mediums. 5-second time penalty for Pikentony, I assume for touching the Aston Martin under the safety car.
Yeah, so you said Devitt Dodo going onto the medium compound tyres. Those tyres are not going to last him all of the race. If they do, that will definitely be a brilliant drive from the Alfa Romeo driver. We know he had quite a bit of pace.
That'll be one for the history books. That'll definitely be one for the history books, sir.
100%, 100%. Dylan Simpson back up into P5, starting P4 in this race. Are we going to see even more drivers pitting, do you reckon? Or what do you think is going to happen?
I feel like some of the people below, I'd say P5, definitely worth the gamble if they want to spice their race up. But P5 and above, I don't see them pitting to gamble.
I don't see Ragnar Pro pitting either, unless he has wing damage.
The Ferrari driver pits. So does Mercedes and the Haas.
Okay, so that's going to put
and the Alpine, proving us all wrong.
So you know the Aston Martin P1, just call him Emmanuel, because that is his real name in real life, and I'm sorry, but I don't think any of us actually know how to say his gamer tag. No offense to him at all. Ragnar Pro up into P2.
This looks like a Mercedes P2, P4 thank you on the fresher tyres with amazing pace and possibly double podium. I don't want to say anything given commentators curse, but possibly. It is a thought. As we're seeing Reese B2 into the McLaren DNF'd.
Oh.
Did not see that one happening, but the McLaren has DNF'd under safety car.
It's where Antonio Giovinazzi and I think another driver, Max Verstappen actually, crashed last season in the real life F1. So we've seen a few drivers do that. We saw Max do it in qualifying, and we've just seen Clutch Jonas do it in the actual race. King Italian in the Haas pits, but I'm going to leave when the safety car does come in. I'm going to leave the honours down to you to do the safety cars, seeing as I did the race start.
Well, the scuff race start,
yeah.
But I don't know if you've said this already, but King Italian did go into the pit. I'm not sure if he said that, but seeing still people punching up there. Aston Martin's definitely going to have a lot of people wanting his position.
So
a lot of pacey drivers.
A little bit off topic here. I don't really like to go off topic when commentating, but I want to say thank you to everyone in the Discord. We have just reached 300 members yesterday, and I'm very, very, very happy. And yeah, I didn't think it would come to this when starting the league, but I just want to say thank you to everyone. But now back to the racing.
Amazing, 300 members, but like I said, back to the racing. We're seeing, I don't know why, but the Ferrari has jumped the Mercedes on the straight. Could we see that?
Okay.
I'm not sure. Has that been have you got a thing for the glitch?
Yeah. Well,
is there a time penalty or something that you give out?
If there was no glitch, then that's a 10-second penalty and 2 penalty points for the Ferrari driver, unfortunately.
I don't think, I'm not sure if you got that on video, but I definitely did see the Ferrari jump the position then. As we see, it's still seeing the Mercedes in P3, so he's definitely not pitted.
So all the drivers are now catching up. I reckon the safety car.
Now the Mercedes is making the overtake on the Ferrari. What is going on here?
Well, he's most definitely entitled. Yeah, if the Ferrari driver reports that, I'm putting it as an NFA, no matter what, even though I'm not a Div 3 steward, purely because the Ferrari driver did it to the Mercedes driver, so, you know, he was just getting his position back, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely saved the Ferrari a lot of time there. He probably would have got a bigger penalty, so...
Just a quick one, are you commentating Div 1?
Yes, I'd be happy to.
Okay, cool. So, everyone, while you're watching this stream, make sure to tune in for 7:30 BST time, which is the UK time, today for the Div 1 race. We're going to see the quickest drivers in this league setting the quickest times in qualifying, and going to see some very close and quick racing from all the drivers here in Division 1. You will be along the side of Kretsch, who has been commentating for us since the since last round in Portugal. He is very, very happy to be a commentator here in this league. So if I was you, I'd definitely be looking forward to that.
Oh, I definitely, yeah, I'm Div 1, sorry. Very good league, very good drivers. You know, it's definitely going to be interesting. You know, Div 3, they've got so much pace, you know. I'm surprised that a lot of these are in Div 2. A lot in store for the Division 1 drivers. I'll definitely tune into that. When will the safety car be in? It looks like it's going to go around for one more lap. Yep, yeah, one more lap under the safety car and we'll be in, will resume racing.
So I think with reduced you can actually only get one safety car. So this is the only safety car that we're going to see in this race. Obviously we keep hitting it reduced just because it's Div 3. So obviously no offence to all of these drivers, they're brilliant and very talented young drivers, but we will probably see some more crashes, which will make it a virtual safety car. We just got to see the Haas and the Red Bull of Max and King Italian to catch up to the safety car. They've had an unfortunate few opening starts, but this is going to help out the medium runners actually, if you think about it, because their tyres will be degrading throughout the lap. So this is actually going to help them out.
I mean, Max, he's definitely had a shocker since Q3, you know, the crash, and it's just all gone wrong for him in the race. Doesn't look like he's yeah, he has pitted, sorry, my bad, but we'll be able to see him making some places up in the race.
Well, I do hope so, because he's showed brilliant, phenomenal, however you say that word, pace during qualifying. He qualified P2, so hopefully we do.
Where is Max in the championship? I definitely know. I think he's up there.
Yeah, he's a reserve. He's a reserve. So he this is his first race for Div 3. So he's definitely proven himself. And if you don't understand how this league works, we have quite a few reserve drivers. So what we do, we let the reserves take it in turns. For each div, you get assigned a division for each division. Oh, King Italian has retired. Is that going to keep the safety car out for one lap? No, it is not. Safety car is going to be in this lap. So I am going to give the permissions to you to do this safety car restart. So please do enjoy doing it.
Thank you. So we're going to watch this Aston Martin just bunch up pack up, try and give him the best launch. Safety car looks like he's far away. King Italian has left. But we've got more important things to deal with right now, as he's just trying to squeeze everyone. When will he pull the trigger? Safety car's just coming in now. Everyone's going to want to be side by side. And when will he jump? He's going to probably bring it as close as he can. Away we go now. He starts and it's really close for everyone. Round turn one, I'm just trying to watch. Doesn't look like there's much contact going on. Alfa Romeo going wide. Turn 2, everything looks okay. No bumps, so you do see Farrell all the way down in P14. What has happened to him? Looks like he just came out the pits. Why he pitted, not sure. Oh, that's David Dodo. He hit the wall coming into turn 4. That's not going to be great from him. He's lost his front wing. Has spun. Oh no. Max all the way up into P11, but the Alpine, I'm just trying to look at his wing, looks okay, but you'll definitely be feeling a lot of pressure. So we now got... Sorry. So we now got 3 DNFs in this session. Are we going to see penalties come into play at any moment soon? The track limits are on reduced, so it is going to be much harder. But obviously, if we see drivers extending track limits regularly, the stewards are able to give them a penalty after the race. But anyway, as we get back to racing, both the Mercedes in P3 and P4, Young and Emmanuel are both battling it out for P1 and P2. We know Young has a lot of pace. He led from lap 1 here. Is he wanting to
is he wanting to win this race? What do you think? Well, obviously he's wanting to, but
I don't really think he has the pace to take advantage of it now, as we're going to see SCRL making the overtake on his teammate. That's definitely the main threat for the Ferrari, is that Mercedes. So much pace. Round he goes in the fastest lap. Will he be able to make the overtake? No, he settles for the other straight, getting pushed wide.
as elite shots go down the inside of Dylan Sinton into turn 1, but Dylan Sinton came out on top. He extended a little bit.
SCRL is very close to him now. SCRL is right behind him.
But Young is also pushing on. Sorry, but Young is also pushing on Emmanuel right now. He's gone down the inside of turn 3. There's a little bit of contact. Is that going to allow SCRL to get involved here? It definitely is. It's also going to allow Ragnar, his teammate, to get involved. Yeah, SCRL is just going to play it patient, but Young has got in front of Emmanuel. I'm so sorry to have interrupted you there, but I saw the move and I had to commentate about it.
Yeah, that's completely fine, but the Ferrari is definitely going to need to get as much of a gap as he can, so this Mercedes does not catch him up, as it's inevitable that the Aston Martin will be passed by the Mercedes just from quali pace. As going wide there, that's really going to give the Mercedes a good shot, and there we go, Mercedes up into P2.
Well, definitely Emmanuel is struggling on those tyres. He's sticked with them from the race start, but Emmanuel's going to look to go down the inside of turn 15 there. He can't make the move. There was a little bit... Oh, there's another safety car.
The Red Bull has retired.
Hold on.
I'm just trying to look for other drivers so we can see their footage of what happened there.
There's another...
Looks like maybe it's been forced wide.
Yeah, or he lost it coming into... that corner.
Yeah, that looks like he's lost it there.
Yeah.
Hit it head on and then.
Okay, so that's interesting.
The outcome.
Well, I think we're going to see a few drivers pitting.
Still needs to serve his drive-through penalty. I mean, this is a great time for him to do it. Yeah, down in last. No, it's a great time for him to serve it.
You can't serve drive-throughs under safety car.
My bad.
No, all good.
Yeah, but still has to serve his drive-through.
So Emmanuel in the Aston Martin, he's gone on to the hard compound tyres. He's going to want to get them up into temperature, as we've had 4 retirements now in this race. But Young and SCRL back in front again. Mercedes 2-3 at the moment. Solid job from both the Mercedes. Ragnar is on the hard compound tyres. He's going to want to take them to around lap 21. And then pit for the soft compound tyres later in the race.
5-second time penalty for Piken for crossing the safety car, crossing the white line under safety, crossing the white line coming out the pit. Sorry.
Oh no, it's all good. I've been interrupting you quite a bit, so you know it's only fair. But I think this safety car is going to be much shorter than the last safety car, as a lot of drivers are already with the safety car now.
David Dodo hitting the wall there.
Oh.
Just losing his end plate there. It's all going wrong for David Dodo. It's qualifying. He looked sensational on for a really good lap, and now all falling apart for him.
Most definitely. We've seen some brilliant moves. I have to say, some brilliant moves in this lobby. Is there anything you want to just say about the race so far?
I mean, I'm definitely looking forward for the battle between the Ferrari and Mercedes. Didn't really get it last time, but now under this safety car, which I'll leave to you to.
No, you do it.
But no matter who commentates it, it's going to be an amazing restart. Oh, 10-second time penalty now. That's 5 seconds for Piken. Loses his front wing as well.
Oh, unfortunate from him. He was having a little bit of a struggle, wasn't he, beforehand? But sorry, did you say you wanted me to do the safety car? I really don't mind it. You can do it if you really want to.
No, I'll leave it down to you. We're taking turns.
All right, cool. So I guess we'll have to see actually what happens within the safety car itself. Are we going to see some contact between drivers, or are we going to, because that will give you a major penalty, but drivers can actually report it after the race to try and get their penalty removed if they really feel it's going to affect their final product.
bit of a side rant, but I'm not sure on your screen, but if you go to the Mercedes down in P3, you can see he has no helmet.
Yeah, no, I did see that actually. Very, very
So
dangerous from the Mercedes driver there.
Don't know what the FIA will make about that.
Yeah,
Don't know if
maybe.
he's picked up contact, it's just flung off, I'm not sure, but we have to look at the replays.
Yeah, no, I'll definitely have to give him a good telling or two after the race. No, so anyway, so Max, he's up into P6.
Yeah, I just looked at that, I was just about to say something about that. Max in P6, you know, he's definitely making his way back up. I mean, another safety car or squabble from the front, I'd say 3, really puts him in the race.
Yeah. Well, do you reckon we're going to see the safety car in this lap or next lap? It's definitely going to go right down to the wire here. You usually get the announcement coming up into turn 12. Latest you can get it is coming out of turn 16.
I think we'll have another lap for Devitt and Pyken, but I'm not sure. I think it would be, as we're just going to wait and see.
Yeah, well,
Not sure, it depends how close they are.
Yeah, it's going to be another lap, unfortunately. Well, that's going to help out the medium runners on their medium compound tyres. It's not going to help out. It's not going to help out the hard runners who have just pitted for hard. So, because
although saying that, the Mercedes, I mean, he might be able to go to the end of it now on his hard. So.
Well, he started on them, so he's going to have to pit anyway. But yeah. So, the safety car is going to be in this lap.
This is a very late call, as now the Ferrari's going to need to slow down massively. We might see some contact is made on the safety car.
Right, okay, right. So here we go. We're going to wait for Young to go, and he has gone, and he's caught Senku off guard so much. And there's Ragnar Pro is going to be wanting to put him under a lot of pressure. Is there anything going down at the bottom of the grid? Dennis Stinton's looking for the move on Jake, but nothing else is happening really. He caught everyone off guard there.
Disqualified.
Oh.
They did miss Y, but he has been disqualified from the session.
Yeah, not sure what happened to him there. Unfortunate for the Alfa Romeo driver who is in P2 in the standings at the moment. But anyway, Young is already a second apart from Senku. He's just drifting away with this performance so far. Ragnar Pro cannot keep... Oh, Jake is looking for the move on Ragnar Pro. He's putting him under a lot of pressure. He's going to try and play it patient, actually, because he knows he has to pit in this race. Well, I do hope so that he knows that he has to pit in this race.
I mean, Senku, it's really up to him now how this race turns out for mainly the podium positions. You know, he really has to head down, flat out. I mean, Young. I mean, what a restart! Waiting for him to go heavily on the brakes and.
So, he got disqualified because he didn't do his drive-through penalty.
Oh, here we go though. Senku making up loads of time on the Ferrari there.
Jake has spun it. He was sitting in P4 and he spun it on the exit of the final really castle section corner. We saw one of the drivers doing that recently. But Alperin, he's ghosted. But sorry, what was that you were going on about? Sorry.
Can you take your attention to P1 and P2? They got as close as 3 tenths. Now the gap is back out, but could we see an overtake this lap, possibly on the second straight? Really closing the gap. I mean, wow, just listen to that Mercedes engine. Wow. 144 for the Mercedes, getting really close like that. Bit of a squabble though. Will he be able to get close enough? I don't think he will. I think he might need just another couple, 1 or 2 laps to really assert his overtake.
Yeah, most definitely. Once DRS is inactivated, hopefully he can stick within 1 second of him to get DRS. Dennis Stinton in P4, he's driving pretty well so far. Net P3 if you think about it, because of Ragnar Pro. But yeah.
I mean, Pyken, he still has. I'm just going to look on his penalty. He still has a 5-second time penalty, which leaves him down in. Well, I just wait for the time to reset as Devitt Dodo makes the overtake on Alpine, and that puts the Alpine all the way down in. There's like P11. Arguably last in this race, as the Haas is very, very far behind.
If you're looking at the sky, Look how overcast it has got in here.
Yeah, could we see some rain in this race? Possibly switch stuff up. Then I bet the temperatures have definitely dropped on the track.
Well, yeah.
Definitely feeling some. But I'd say, I don't know, to be honest, how the track is like on temperatures. I can't view that, but
Well, I mean,
probably be experiencing more grip.
yeah. Well, I mean, if the temperature on the track is dropping, that's going to help out the medium runners, because that's going to let their tyres just relax a little bit during the race. But if there is rain during the race, in the next few laps, it's definitely gotten very overcast since 2 laps ago. It will definitely play into effect for Ragnar Pro, as he is, you know, he's drove well so far on those hard compound tyres, and he's not letting Dylan Stinton through. So
yeah, I just want to comment on 2 things right now, as Max is trying to re-overtake the Ferrari has overtaken on the. Oh no, Max! Overshot it! Trying to make me overtake and resets the track into P10, and the Aston Martin has come into the pits. It's going to leave a nice tasty battle between the Haas and the Aston Martin.
So you said about Max, it's just unfortunate, isn't it? But that's going to help out Elite Shots, as he was looking to be under pressure from him. Picanti, oh, he spun it again. No.
Oh no, he has had a real shocker. I think, is that his wing gone? Wait for the right angle.
Yep.
Oh!
Yep.
Well, that's definitely answered my question. Yes, it is.
So, Young from P3 is in P1 on this grid. I'm just waiting to see if there is going to be any rain. Senkyu is a second apart from him. He's not going to be getting DRS this lap round, or is he? He looks to me that he is going to be in closing range for DRS. Is he going to have it? He is going to have it. Is he going to be wanting to make a move? I think he's just a bit too far back this lap round, but this is now most definitely going to help him, as he's on 40% ERS, so he's going to be wanting to save that ERS. Senkyu is lapping quicker than Young at the moment.
Yeah, I'm just kind of trying to look at their battery levels. Senkyu has got more battery. He's definitely going to need it, as we're going to watch the Mercedes and Alpine have a bit of a fight. The Alpine making the move on the Mercedes. Ragnar Pro has lost out to the Alpine, getting it very close to the wall. But the Ferrari could say, hello, I am here to the Mercedes, and possibly try and make an overtake on this 3-way battle for P3.
Senkyu is still in DRS range. Obviously, he's going to have to wait till the main straight to make a move if he wants to, or even get DRS, because there is no more DRS straights here.
Sector 1 purple for Senkyu.
The track is most definitely improving here. Young is looking to struggle on those medium compound tyres, but Senkyu is matching him through that corner. Nothing's changing between these 2 drivers, 7/10 apart. Are we going to see a move made? There's yellows in sector 2. What is that? Is that through castle section?
Oh no, it looks like that Ragnar Pro has lost it.
Oh, unfortunate.
That's not good for him.
Yeah, unfortunate. So, Senkyu so far, he's 6 temps, 7 temps away from the Ferrari driver now. He was 4 tenths, but he made a little bit of contact with the wall. Does he have wing damage?
I'm just trying to wait for the right camera angle. It doesn't look like to me, but his car will definitely feel a lot more weirder than last time. But Senkyu, just pan back to him quickly, as he's really closing the gap. DRS open now. Doesn't opt to use his ERS yet. Comes into the pits. Senkyu coming into the pits. Does he not feel like he can make it on their mediums?
I think he had wing damage. He did have wing damage. I knew it. I saw that he tapped the wall and he just got wing damage. He was driving so well, but that puts Dylan Stinton and Elite Shots up into P2 and P3. David Dodo back up into P4. Come on. This is a brilliant comeback from David Dodo.
Max may be back in this race. Just pointing it out there, but he is up into P5. Puts another set of mediums on. Could the hard tyre be better? Who knows? We'll have to see how this race pans out now.
Well, Dylan Sinton, this is going to put him up in the championship, because he's sitting in P4 at the moment with a comfortable 18 points, I think it is. So this is, I'm going to check the standings, see what the standings are saying for this track. I cannot actually find my phone, but I found it. Right, yeah. So if you just want to quickly.
Yeah, I'll take over for a bit as Young is 12 seconds in the lead. Young is definitely going to need to make that gap bigger so it doesn't end up being a SenQ master plan where he takes the undercut. That is where a car pits before the other one and gains an advantage by going quicker on the new sets of tyres. That's gap now down to 23.9. It's going to be very close. Very close, obviously. He did have to pit for his wing. So he's looking about 4 seconds off Young. But to also play for up into any top half.
So Young, no, Elite Shot's only 5 tenths away from Dylan Sinton now. He had a beautiful lap and Dylan Sinton did not. He's looking to gain. Both Dylan Sinton does have the ERS advantage.
I think we have a retirement here for Pyken.
Oh, unfortunate from him. But anyway, Elite Shots is drifting. Elite Shots just drift past Dylan Sinton as he's pitted onto. I don't know what he's pitted onto, but yeah.
I mean, what a race this has been. I can't lie, I did not expect this.
Oh, Dylan Sinton had wing damage.
Well, you know, you can definitely see just a little tap. You know, it's not much major, but you can definitely feel a big difference. As SenQ makes his way up into P5, but Max is up into P4. Yes, you heard me. Max, the Red Bull, is up into P4.
David Dodo up into P3. I'm sorry, but Max and David Dodo, what a drive from them so far. I'm really hoping they do keep it clean and just stick with their positions or even have some brilliant battling. I'm not sure Max will have to catch up to David Dodo. Both super quick drivers. Senku back up into P5 by the way.
Young lapping Pyken's near. I don't know what he was doing, but he looked like he tried to block him, but ghosting. Thankfully that was on, or otherwise that would have been a very nasty crash.
Senku, he's getting faster sectors after faster sectors. He's catching Max corner by corner. Max and Senku, he's just driving so fast. I can't believe what I'm actually watching here, as he's now only 9 tenths away from Max. He's looking to close it in on these final 2 heavy braking zones. Hopefully he doesn't kiss the wall yet. He's taken that brilliantly. He's now 7 tenths apart from him. Hopefully he can, as Max's red light is also flashing.
Yes, it's now down to 5 tenths the gap from Max and SenQ. Max going very slow, and that's going to leave SenQ with an opportunity to overtake, and he takes it before the DRS.
Young has pitted, and I'm not sure if SenQ is going to get him or not. If so, this undercut would have worked perfectly.
Looks like he has.
So SenQ cannot make a move on Young. I think Young was just making sure that undercut did not work. But
Jake SFC has retired. I'm just trying to look if that was a crash or not.
Yeah, it was. It looks to me that he's done that on purpose, though.
I don't know, because that corner has a massive runoff area.
Yeah. Well, there's battling coming out of the pits.
Oh, I definitely want to pan to this. There we go. AI though for Pyken.
Don't worry then. Anyway, so Senku up into P3 now. He's closing in on David Dodo now. Is he going to be able to close in enough on Young to even make a move on Young, as it has got much more sunnier here in this race, so definitely no threat of rain for the next few laps. The weather is just playing its part and just tricking all the drivers here.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely thought that this race would have gone a bit differently, but it doesn't look like it. But Senku up into the 6 tenths now. He is really flying up there, and he has an aim, and that aim is to get Young out 5 seconds ahead of him.
David Dodo and Senku are having a good little battle here. Senku is now only 3.5 tenths, 3 tenths, 2.5 now. He's closing and closing. I would say don't even bother using your ERS, because you're going to get him with DRS at this rate. He just carries on closing. He's going to want DRS to have his advantage. He is going to have DRS. If I was him, I'll drop into the slipstream of David Dodo just to get that extra little bit of momentum. He's going to have the overspeed, and he's going to breeze straight past David Dodo up into P2. He's now going to look to fight for P1 in this race.
I mean, yeah, whilst they were battling, Young has pulled away a bit, but I'd be really scared if I was Young at the moment, with knowing that Mercedes is lapping other cars at that rate. I mean, the fact that Senku, sorry about that, but the fact that Senku still has about 60% on his ERS just shows you the pace that he has.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to see what his first sector time is here. He's been setting brilliant first sector time so far. Is he going to be first through sector 1? No, but he is still lapping pretty well. Not catching up to Max Young just yet. Max cannot catch up to Debit Dodo. I think he's just struggling on those tyres. Dylan Stinton still in P6, but he's got a freeway battle. That's going to be a long DRS train. Obviously, Farrell is going to be on the disadvantaged side here. He's trying to find as much room as he can to make a move on elite shots because he knows he does not want to be the third driver in a DRS train.
Yeah, we haven't seen many DRS trains at the moment, but I do think we have a bit of a Young going fastest in sector 2. Just saw that whilst I was watching him set his times. But you have to say, if he pushes it a bit too much, there's always a chance for him scraping the wall or causing himself to pit again unnecessarily in this race. As we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 DNFs. You actually heard me, 6 DNFs in this race. Young setting of 142.7. Will Senku be able to follow it up? No, he cannot.
3 tenths behind. By the way, do you mind me, when the race is finishing, do you mind me doing the, whoever wins, coming to line?
Yeah, I'll be able to do that. I know I have my dinner soon, but...
Okay, that's fine.
Try and make it quick. If you want, virtual safety car, and I'm not sure what happened, but something has, and that's a full-on safety car. That's really going to close the gap. That gap that Young was really making, pushing his tyres, come closing down now.
So that's a full course safety car.
I'm not sure what it's for. If you want, do you want to make the questions that we're going to be asking, and then send me some?
Yeah,
just
I mean,
so nice and organised.
Yeah, I mean, can do, but it kind of just comes up like in your head when you are doing the interviews. You just kind of ask how they felt about the race, and then about all the safety cars and that whatnot. But I can make some questions up for you now.
Yeah, I was just saying to have a couple just to send out
yeah,
quickly.
of course, yeah. Right, so I was just gonna so when the race ends, do you mind me doing the finishing?
Yeah, that's fine.
Alright, cool. Anyway, back to the racing now. Alright, so now it's a full course safety car. This is going to allow Senku to pit. Is he going to pit onto the soft compound tyres? He's going to lose few positions. David Dodo struggling on those tyres. He's going to want to pit. But if Max doesn't pit, I don't know. This is going to all happen here.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Has Senku got damage? Doesn't go into the pits bit. I just felt in that last lap that he lost out so much time. I don't know if he's trying to let the Ferrari's tyres get cold. I don't know, but not looking like he's pushing it.
Okay, I'm just going to send them to you now. Anyway, so we've got 10 finishers here in this race. Dylan Sinton and Farrell have both pitted now. There you go. But yeah.
Okay, thank you for that. Thank you very much.
There's not many, but it's just the obvious questions.
Yeah, we don't have to use it. I was just saying, in case like one of us get put on the spot, and we go, we can just flick to that.
Yeah, of
make
course.
sure that we have some. As the Aston Martin comes into the pit, putting on the soft pair of tyres, will he be able to beat the fastest lap and take that 1 point away from Young? If you don't know, you've got to be inside the top 10, and if you set the quickest time, you get a bonus World Championship point to your tally.
Yeah, so a lot of drivers have already caught up to the safety car. I don't think it will be in this lap though. Obviously, it has to stay out for 2 laps anyway. I'm just going to focus on Emmanuel Azevedo Games. He was in P1 during this first safety car. He led the first safety car away. He he had to pit under safety car, like this safety car, because he had wing damage. It's just not really going his way at the moment. Hopefully he can. I know he does have some brilliant pace. To be fair to the Aston Martin driver, but I think he's just finding this track a little bit tricky when it comes to keeping it within the track's distance.
Yeah, I think the safety car will be in for about 3 to 4 laps now. Just looking at the Aston Martin, how far away he is. Yeah, but he's going to really push them soft tyres, and how many laps of racing are we going to get? It's the 21st lap now.
Well, that's the thing. If I was him, I wouldn't be pushing, because those soft tyres will die out. If I was him, I would be maintaining a slow pace.
Elite Shorts has just pitted for the soft tyre. Elite Shorts has just pitted for the soft tyre.
Oh.
And 5-second time penalty for going wide, crossing the white line.
That's unfortunate from him. Oh, okay. Well, he's just overtaken it under safety car, so...
No, I think that was because when he came out, you need to see his footage, because I think they all record theirs, but I think because, like where the line is, I think he crossed that before, and then Dylan's gone quicker.
Okay,
I'm not sure, you'll have to check
no, that doesn't make
recording.
Sense. I'm just going to quickly invite this Alpren guy back, because he, oh, not that, just because I want him racing. Obviously, AIs don't actually get points.
I don't think he'll be able to rejoin the race. I don't think he'll be able to carry on.
No, you can.
Oh, can you?
Yeah, you can take your car back.
Oh, nice one.
If you go into spectator mode, and then you menu, and then you go to driver select and pick what car you want, you can pick your driver, and then yeah. But anyway, so we've got 10 finishes so far here in this race. Hopefully we can get Alpren back here. If I'm feeling nice, I might just have to give him points. No, but safety car is going to be in this lap. Do you want to do it?
I'll let both of us can do it.
You start it, seeing as I'm doing the finishing race product, so you start it.
As we're going to pan to Young, put it on broadcast mode there, as we're going to watch him back the pack up, doing some big swerves there, just making sure that they are all nice and compressed. As Aston Martin has caught up very quickly, I did not expect that.
Yeah, he wasn't too far back, to be fair to the Aston Martin. Oh.
And here we go, I think he's jumped, there we go, catching Senku off guard. Pulling away, but he will slot into that slipstream very nicely. Will Senku be able to catch up enough? I don't think he will. Swerving though from the Ferrari. Elite has dropped off a lot, and I think he's pitted. Has Elite pitted? Yes, he has. Elite has gone into the pits. I don't know if he was forced into there, as he's not getting a wing change.
So there's a few ghosted drivers. I'm really confused. David Dodo went into the wall through turn 1, the exit of turn 1. That's going to put Dylan Stinton back up into P3. Hopefully he can keep that P3, but he's going to be under a lot of pressure from Max Gardner there. Senku 6/10 away from Young. He's going to want to wait a few laps. He's going to get DRS on the final 2 laps here in this race, so hopefully he can. Oh, Elite Shots has done it again. He's crossed all...
oh no.
It's just not going his way when it comes to pitting. But Senku, like I was saying, he's going to want to wait till DRS. Hopefully stay within 1 second. He's going to push though his ERS to stay within 1 second, as Young is driving very, very well on those medium compound tyres at the moment.
That's a manual getting a 5-second time penalty. I think for hitting another car. I didn't get to see what car, but I know he hit one.
So we're probably going to see Ragnar Pro maybe make it up into P5 if he doesn't crash. Knock on wood, commentator's curse. Senku, a 1.5 seconds away from Young now. He had a really bad sector 2 and 3. It's not what he's going to be hoping for, but Max Gardner is 2.5 seconds away from Dylan Stinton. Alpren is just behind Max Gardner though. His AI is going to be wanting to use some battery David Dodo down into P9. I don't know what's happening with him, as Elite Shots is in P10. We're going to go back to the front runners now, as Senku is only a second away from Young here in the Ferrari car. Mercedes power is going to be driving its heart out. It's going to be pushing and pushing and pushing to catch up to the Ferrari.
Well, let's just not forget the race isn't over until the checkered flag. You know, this Ferrari, hopefully not. I'm trying not to give him commentators curse, but you know, he could have a spin, or you know, the Mercedes might just pick up some pace out of nowhere. But I have to say that Ragnar Pro has overtaken Max, missing that one. But he has made the overtake, as I think that's the McLaren losing his wing. Spinning it into, I think that's turn 3, I believe.
Elite Shots has pitted again. I'm not sure what's going on with him. But is Ragnar Pro, he's on the soft compound tyres, but so is Dylan Stinton. Is Ragnar Pro going to be looking to push and push and push and take P3 for a Mercedes P2 and P3 here in this race? We'll have to see in a few laps time, as Senku is now a second and a little bit behind his main competitor in this race. He's going to be pushing his heart, driving his heart out on those medium compound tyres in the Mercedes car to try and catch up to the Ferrari. He's not going to have DRS this lap, as the safety car came in last lap, 2 laps round. But Dylan Stinton and Ragnar Pro is closing and closing. What's your thoughts? Is Ragnar Pro going to get close enough?
It's a tricky one. I don't think with the amount of laps left, you know, there's what, 2 racing laps left. I don't think he'll be able to close it, you know, 2 seconds, and the Alpine is pulling away. I don't think he'll be able to close it that much. But I definitely think eyes are definitely on the Emmanuel, Alprin and Max, and the front 2 runners, see if Senku can close the gap enough. Sector 3, I think that's a McLaren out of the race. DNF, and that's going to put Elite Shorts up into P9 if he can make it around the track enough, or quick enough.
Emmanuel made the move, did end up making the move on Max there. Max isn't having the best of the final few laps in this race, as Emmanuel had a little bit of a struggle through that turn 5 there. Turn 4 there. Senku almost a second and a half away from Young. For a minute I thought Young went into the wall, but that was just me being stupid. Is Senku going to be able to close in enough to get DRS this lap? He looks to be a little bit far behind to maybe get into the DRS zone here. We'll have to see if what happens.
You really have to feel for Mercedes acing it in qualifying. I think, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but acing it 3 times there, getting P1 and Q1, 2 and 3. I'm not sure if that's true. I think it is.
No, it is, yeah.
Yeah, you really have to feel for him in this race, you know. But hands down, unexpected there. A lap ago I was saying that should not happen, but Ragnar Pro has just made itself up in the 3-3. But the Alpine here is going to be a nice fight as he gets DRS opened. Heads right, gets the overtake, but let's not forget we have the second straight, which he's going to be able to take advantage of and get DRS on there. Gap is 2 seconds now from Senku to Young. Yeah, I think that's well and truly over on the last lap. I think Young has definitely secured that place, but let's go eyes towards Ragnar Pro. Will he be able to make the overtake? It's now or never.
If I was Dylan Stinton, I would let him by.
In he goes, and there we go. That is as it stands, Mercedes P2 and P3. Lovely race from them.
I'm so sorry to have interrupted you there. But if I was Dylan Stinton, I'd stay within 4 tenths. I'd try to stay within 4 tenths of Ragnar Pro, so you can get that DRS on the final straight. It will be interesting to see their final little battle throughout this lap. But Young is coming through the castle section now. He's around 2 seconds away from Senku.
When you think about it, there's just one more corner that he's got to tackle that could put him, you know, that he could crash on it. It's this one coming up right now. Let's see, he takes it nice and cautious, and he dives. Very nice one. I think it's safe to say that is a P1 for Young. Rounds here, keeps it nice and clean.
Well, I mean, we've seen Young. He started P3 on the grid. He didn't have the qualifying that he wanted, but he's shown race pace throughout this race today in the Ferrari car. He's going to be very, very happy with this win as he's coming to the line now. Senku is not going to be able to push to him with the DRS. He knows he's won here. The Ferrari driver of Young wins in Baku. What a drive from him. Senku in P2. Is it going to be a battle for P3 here? No. Ragnar Pro takes P3 in this race as Dennis Sinton is going to be happy with a P4 in this race and P4 in the standings, hopefully making his way closer to Clutch Jonas as Emmanuel gets P5 in this race in the Aston Martin. Alpren is going to come in P6. No, Max is fighting back. Is there going to be... Max has taken P6 in this race and Alpren taking P7. That was so close as David Dodo is going to get P8.
Must not forget though, the Aston Martin did have a 5-second onto the time penalty, so will that push Max up into P5? Just waiting on Lee Shorts now to go. You have to go?
Yeah, like really seriously.
Do you need me to... do you want me to...
No, it's alright, I got to end the stream. It's alright, we'll do it next race. But good luck on Tier 1.
Are you going to be... Oh yeah, don't worry. Well done to Outlaw Driving. Thank you very much for letting me commentate in this amazing league. Thank you to
of course.
the drivers for giving us an amazing race. And thank you IDZ for filling in.
Of course, thank you for everyone. Make sure to fill in for 7:30. I'll see